What it do, party people? We back with it. New reaction in the chamber. Today we finna react to a type of combat sport I absolutely never did a reaction to, which is Capoeira, y'all. One of the most fascinating types of combat sports. I'm doing this cause there's a huge dancing component to the sport that you don't get in any other combat sport. When I think of Capoeira, I think movies like Only the Strongest. I think Eddie from the PlayStation and computer game Tekken. I think Brazil, I think epic sounds and rhythms these guys usually incorporate in their training and fighting sessions. It's like an integral part of the whole thing. But here's the kicker. As we're about to check out Capoeira in a UFC context, I don't got the foggiest idea how this is gonna unfold. Like, is that certain Capoeira fighter also gonna someone doing Capoeira, or is it gonna be against a karate or a kung fu cat? We got no clue, because that's what I'm always curious about and find particularly interesting are those cross combat sport fights, especially in the case with Capoeira, since it's not your traditional aggressive ass smash that face to the ground type of sport. You feel me? So I had no effing clue what to expect, which is why I'm mad pumped right now to just hit play and see what it's all about. I'ma just dive in, give my 2 cents, and just enjoy the show. So what are we waiting for? Off we go, man. Let's get it. Oh, and before I forget to mention it, if you do dig these types of reactions, I do this along with a lot of other reactions. Like I also react to other combat sports, music, compilations of all sorts, crazy videos, like the most entertaining, sometimes controversial and fun content. I'm on it. So please don't hesitate to smash that subscribe button, just like a UFC fighter would in the octagon. But yeah, let's no longer beat around the bush and check this one out over here. Let's get it. Yeah.
Oh, immediately a Superman punch off the fence. Oh, my goodness. That little
Michel Pereira became a viral internet sensation even before the UFC.
Wow.
Now he is captivating the fans inside the octagon.
Oh my
goodness. Yo, that guy is not just a Capoeira fighter. That dude is a straight up savage. I mean, knocking out your opponent and doing a helicopter b-boy move on the floor like that. If his trainer didn't spike the dude's morning cereals with speed that morning of the fight, then I don't know what's going on.
Bruh.
Jeez, man. That guy is no joke. And we're talking Capoeira. Let's keep watching though.
The Brazilian ninja has adapted a dance fighting style they call Capoeira, and he's about to display his skills in the cage once again.
Officially.
It's the perfect time to recall this extravagant striker's way to the ultimate promotion.
Check out his ground fighting skills. Oh, you can tell that guy came straight out of the Brazilian jungle. Amazon vibes, bro. The other guy, lucky he didn't bring a machete. He would have turned the guy into chicharron and yelled, "Time for dinner!" Holy crap.
Pereira grew up on the streets of the Brazilian town of Tucumã in a family of farmers. At the age of 12, he started practicing karate. 4 years later, Michel added Brazilian jiu-jitsu to his training and eventually got a black belt. The young talent also got into another national martial art, Capoeira, which combines moves from acrobatics, striking, and dancing. MMA history knows very few successful examples of utilizing Capoeira at the highest level in martial arts, but Michel would become an exception at last. During the first 3 years of his career, he amassed an 11-4 record on the regional scene, and at the age of 21 ended up in local promotion XFC. Fighting under the nickname Demolidor, or the Destroyer, he had 2 solid performances.
Michel Demolidor no compasso fantástico. Acompanhar com a gente XFC na edição.
At the same time, the soft toy that the Brazilian had been carrying with him as a mascot since the start of his career hit the cameras for the first time. After establishing himself in his native Brazil, Pereira began to wander around the world with varying success. He fought in Asia and Europe, winning the SBC welterweight title along the way. Following his submission victory in 51 seconds, Michel received an invitation from the major Korean organization Road FC. The matchmakers paired him with Young Hae Jun, who won 4 of his last 5 fights. The bout took place in the middleweight division. Pereira showcased all his capoeira skills. He threw Superman punches, danced Jenga,
춤을 추기 시작했습니다, 지금.
and displayed astonishing acrobatics.
남은 시간 1분. 화려한 스텝을 보여주고 있는데 라이닝, 왼손, 아파컷.
In the second round, the Korean had success on the ground. But in the third, the Destroyer lived up to his nickname.
자, 페르 움켜잡고 있는데요. 자, 니킥, 라이트 왼손. 자, 공격 많이 허용하는 양혜준. 니킥. 자, 페레이라. 경기 마무리됩니다. TK 우승 결과는 미첼 페레이라입니다.
What a piece of cake for the dude. That was just like a regular day at the office. Like, don't get it twisted. It only goes to show how messing with a well-rounded capoeira fighter, like our man over here, who clearly knows his stuff, can put your lights out ASAP if you're gonna underestimate it. And look how confidently he walks off as he had just ordered some pizza at the counter, turns around and walks off. And the other guy just fell asleep right now and probably about to have some sweet dreams right now, counting a ton of Brazilian sheep.
With a record of 20-8, still chasing the big dollar, the Brazilian received a tempting offer from Serbia. The SPC promotion, where Michel had already been the champion at 170 pounds, was looking for a challenger for the middleweight title. Pereira accepted the showdown against an undefeated striker, Duško Todorovic, without hesitation. In the middle of the round, Michel connected with a decent right hand. But the Serb managed to pressure his opponent to the fence. When the fighters disengaged, Duško began to methodically pick the Brazilian apart, ending the night with a flurry of punches. Despite the defeat, Pereira seized the opportunity to grab a paycheck and was back at the Road FC Cage just 2 weeks later. He stood across from Won Jun Choi, who had a 3-1 record.
All right, let's go. The first
The fighters got into an exchange at the very beginning.
Pereira on the back foot, then he can't do his kind of unorthodox thing.
he clipped him.
Pereira quickly adjusted his right cross and fired the kill shot.
Back again.
Wow, knockout.
That's,
That big right hand.
Right hand.
The Brazilian scored the fastest knockout in his career and got loud cheers from the local crowd.
Oh, wow.
And he does backflips.
Yeah, this guy.
He does 3 backflips.
Wow.
2 months later, he returned to Korea to fight Da-Soon Kim, a sacrificial lamb with a 4-5 record. Kim was walking forward in a body-positive mood, dropping low kicks. Pereira quickly figured out how to make it entertaining for the fans.
Right hook.
Oh, he just.
Kim has practiced jiu-jitsu for you.
Oh, this is the backflip.
That's
No stomping.
Having got back to his feet, the Korean threw an unexpected scissor kick, but after that, the fight turned into target practice.
About just knocked down Won Jun chair with one of those lunging punches. This one's just edging his way forward. There he gets knocked down.
Guys on Kim keeping him off. And another one.
Wow. Flashy.
Yo, that kick just now was out of this world. Jumping up like that and only slightly putting your foot forward, implying that you're gonna kick, and then jumping up in this very same moment, following it up with an actual kick towards the other dude's face. Yo, you gotta put some respect on the man's flexibility. This man is not a joke. Like, one might argue, wow, what a bunch of crazy circus moves he does building up till the actual attack on his opponent. But you shouldn't forget that there's a psychological component, meaning he be literally confusing the living shit out of his opponent, whether you like it or not. Imagine, for some stupid reason, a bar fight breaks out and 2 guys, for some reason, couldn't help but physically kick each other's ass. Only difference, one of those 2 guys doesn't just throw up his fists like you would expect it in a confrontation like this, but he would like move and twist around, probably doing a backflip before he's gonna attempt to smack the shit out of his opponent. who would expect fighting technique building up to an attack? I mean, it's crazy and hella confusing for someone who's more programmed to a traditional fist fight.
The skill gap was just too wide.
This is just.
Oh, a big right hand. Yeah, that distance
This
really.
is bad.
Oh, this is not
That's
good.
it.
That's
Wow.
Pereira's flips went viral, crossing the ocean and getting the UFC's attention.
Wow. Splash.
The 25-year-old Brazilian signed a contract with the Ultimate Promotion, and his debut was scheduled for May of 2019. His opponent, the Brit Danny Roberts, with a 5-3 record in the UFC. Pereira was set to immediately prove that his style works not only in Korea.
Man can box, and he's showing some well-roundedness. He gets cracked there. There we go.
He used Ao de French from Capoeira, consistently surprising his foe with unusual footwork and Superman punches. As a result, the Brazilian got the finish in the very first round.
To his credit, taking it. Oh! Flying knee! Michel Pereira!
A flying knee brought Michel his first victory in the octagon and Performance of the Night bonus.
Right down the middle. Taking it. Oh! Flying knee!
Pereira's next opponent was former Rise FC champion Tristan Connolly. The Brazilian striker expected an easy victory and entertained the audience with a signature breakdance. But the Canadian fella had his own plans. Michel, in his usual manner, had fun, mocking his opponent
Superman punch off the fence. Oh my goodness. What in the world is happening? He's got Conley in the break too. Whoa, my Lord.
and driving the Vancouver crowd crazy. However, Connolly ate the Brazilian's best combos.
Oh my goodness. If you're gonna break somebody, oh, big knee. Body shot in the right hands.
The destroyer was impressive, yet inefficient. Tristan managed to impose his grinding style, to which Pereira had no answer. He combined non-stop pressure on the feet with grappling.
Card on ESPN+. Nice right hand by Tristan Connolly. Hit him to try to get his own takedown. Performance by both of these guys, but Tristan shots. There's the horn.
And got the W on the scorecards. Pereira learned his lesson, and 5 months later was back in the octagon. This time his dancing partner was the nightmare from Albuquerque, Diego Sanchez, who was in the twilight of his career. During the stare-down, Diego was his usual intense self, but his recent training footage bewildered a lot of fans. Michel took the lead, actively working on the body.
More than a 40% clip. Does so there and finishes with a knee to the body. And another one. And that was
He didn't miss a chance to enchant the crowd with his signature tricks. Diego looked like in his mind he was taking an exam of his coach's goofy, secret techniques.
runs forward. Swings. Another chance there.
Good job of reeling himself in.
Diego just
All signs pointed to an inevitable Pereira victory.
as we approach 30 seconds to go. Flying knee. Takedown. Yeah, up kick.
No, that's legal.
Whoop. Was waiting on that.
But Michel got himself in trouble trying to finish the bout and illegally kneed his grounded opponent in the head.
Oh, he sits him down.
He was on the ground.
Sanchez got up and the referee gave him time to recover. But Diego was no stranger to old-school Mikhail Glukhov tactics.
Mikhail Gazayev! Мы взяли его хитростью.
Yep.
I will,
Diego
I'll
understands
take it
the
up with
rules.
the commission.
Pereira lost the fight by disqualification. The Brazilian decided it was time to revise his fighting style and be more efficient. In September of 2020, he was scheduled to throw down with a Russian striker, Zalim Imadaev. The fighter stirred up fan interest with a skirmish at the weigh-in. Imadaev slapped him in the face. Pereira promised to get revenge in the octagon. Inside the cage, Michel was one step ahead of his adversary, even throwing the patented Anthony Pettis Showtime kick.
Oh my goodness.
And messing with his opponent's head.
He's got Imadaev.
This time he looked like an upgraded version of himself.
Beautiful chop by right frame of mind. Oh my goodness.
Zelim fought back, but Pereira's advantage kept escalating by the minute.
Oh, big hole right now for Zelim Imadaev. And that was a beautiful jab.
And so did his confidence. The Brazilian capoeirista even reminded Imadaev of his bad behavior at the stare-down, getting revenge.
Oh, he just slapped him, Johnny just slapped him.
Wanting to squeeze out more action from the opponent, Michel went for a high-amplitude suplex with 30 seconds left on the clock. He took the backside and got the rear naked choke. This impressive victory not only brought moral satisfaction, but also resulted in a $50K performance of the night bonus. The Destroyer's progression has not gone unnoticed. Pereira was placed on the final card of 2020 against Kalen Williams, who had scored killer knockouts in his last 2 UFC appearances.
Look at those thighs, my word. On. Here we go, folks. Don't blink.
Williams was patient
before bursting into the UFC in 2019. Heavy hands from
and had success on the counter.
The shot. Up against the fence, and then when he's got nowhere to run.
But Pereira adapted his boxing.
Close round. Nobody landed much stuff.
Close round. Neither guy's really taking an advantage. But if I was to judge,
aimed a couple of capoeira moves
to try to go chase something from the southpaw stance. Does not get countered.
And used his wrestling to secure the final round.
Busy on the ground here as Williams tries to fend him off. Big statement made through the final minutes. Couple of takedowns and
kaboom! This clearly goes to show how different the UFC operates in terms of what's allowed versus what's allowed in a traditional boxing ring. I mean, beating someone on the floor, like you're smacking that shit as if it was some kind of pizza dough. Damn, that ain't gonna fly in traditional fighting events other than the UFC. That was always something like, are you guys fighting right now? Or is this a killing spree, dude? This is crazy. This guy's a savage, and you gotta give props to prepared he is for any given circumstance or attack during a fight and how to take advantage of the situation. Like, damn, this is wild.
In 2021, fighting was not on Pereira's mind, as he decided to marry a jewelry store owner. Still, that summer he couldn't resist the temptation to lock horns with a creative brawler, Nico Price.
Oh, now some hammer fists.
Lays out.
this fight clock.
The American KO specialist relied on his wrestling and control in the clinch.
We've seen him had to do this a lot.
Pereira showed improved takedown defense and sharp attacks on his feet.
Nice jab.
Authentic content, in-depth original programming, and unique access to live events all in one.
In the second round, he knocked Price off balance and, in his usual style, literally somersaulted into the mount, getting a huge pop from the crowd. Michel demonstrated that he was just as dangerous on the ground as in the stand-up. However, Price defended himself well and almost got an Achilles lock. The fighter started the final round with a spectacular brawl. Pereira was visibly tired after all the acrobatics and gave up the initiative.
Beautiful jab by Price.
By the final bell, both guys could barely stand. Price won the third round, but due to the first 10 minutes, the Brazilian got the nod by unanimous decision. At the start of 2022, Pereira was supposed to fight Muslim Salikhov in a very intriguing clash, but the King of Kung Fu was forced to withdraw. He was replaced by Andre Fialho, a Sanford MMA student from Portugal with a 14-3 record.
Is brought to you by Timex, official.
Pereira kept probing his enemy's defense with body kicks.
Is when he starts to get that, he just
and intercepted the attacks of the Portuguese fighter.
I mean, how do you get someone to emulate?
Fialho, to his credit, was good at timing his shots.
Goodness. Oh my God.
Still, Michel's single blows reached their target.
Early in this round, 2 minutes in.
So did his combinations.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, that was beautiful. Oh my goodness. So we still got 3 to go. Look at that.
Good.
Oh my God.
To the style of Andre Fialho and being such a great boxer, we don't see him kick.
By the third round, Fialho couldn't keep up with his mobile opponent, getting caught coming in.
This is what Henry Hook wants.
Oh, good right hand.
The fighters closed out the final chapter with a vigorous exchange in the pocket.
Performances, Andre Fialho.
Oh, they're throwing down at the end here.
At the end of 15 minutes, Pereira celebrated a landslide decision victory.
Body shot with the left right hand, straight to another right hand. Just shows you the explosiveness and the special talent.
This over here is a different kind of capoeira fighter. This capoeira is different. This man is wild. Like, big up Michel Pereira. This dude is not playing.
On a 4-fight winning streak, Pereira for the first time got a ranked opponent, Santiago Punz. The Argentine finisher held the 14th spot at the time, with 15 career KOs.
Got him down and then couldn't hold him. Discouraged him, and that's it.
To stop Michel Pereira's winning.
During the first minutes, Michel connected with a couple of right crosses.
Moves on the next.
Oh boy. Right hand.
Added a few tips to the body.
Taking some of the wind out of the
Direction that he's heading.
Again, nice body shots.
And then reminded Santiago of his right hand again.
That light kicks down. House kicks.
He turned from the destroyer into the matador.
Taking a much stronger of
a bit too, guys. You know what I mean? Oh.
Pereira threw punches from different angles, but ate a few shots along the way.
Forward motion, nice jab and a right hand.
Get his back up against the fence.
Well, when
Nice.
By the final round, tensions were rising.
That's
show. The head kick there. Oh, now a big right hand for Pereira.
Punz tried to lure Michel into an exchange in the pocket.
Oh!
Neither fighter wanted to give up in the last minutes.
It's going to come down to the line, I think. Oh! Right now where it's like, okay, we've got...
Oh! Big left hook for Ponzinibbio.
The battle ended with a spectacular spurt from Santiago.
Oh, good jab there for Ponzinibbio. He's turning it up, John.
Oh, and he caught Pereira there on absolute war.
The judges were split on this one, but in the end, the referee raised Pereira's hand.
Demolidor Pereira!
Despite 11 losses on his record, Pereira is now on a winning streak. He burst into the top 15 and secured his place in the main cards. Michel is no longer jumping from one promotion to another. He is focused on polishing his fighting style by adding some strategy and patience to acrobatic moves. At 28 years old, the Brazilian striker has enough skills and experience to break into the elite in the near future, and certainly raise the level of endorphins in the audience.
Oh! Keeping him off. And another one.
Wow.
That little... Whoa. Wow, Superman punch after some fancy taking. Oh! Running knee! Immediately Superman punch off the fence. Whoa. Guys. Whoa.
I'm so gone. Faded up a 30 rack. She's so on like a light switch.
Oh my goodness.
There's nothing wrong with the way she's working that.
Oh, he just slapped the jab.
Come on, baby, bring it back. I'm so gone. Faded up a 30 rack. She's so on like a light switch. Working back. There's nothing wrong with the way.
Again, this dude is like Mowgli from the Jungle Book on steroids. What a savage, man. He definitely knows his stuff.
I am the original.
Ooh, yeah. Ooh. Yo, if you want to stay pumped like your boy and support my YouTube channel to watch more awesome videos like these, smash that subscribe button right now and always stay fresh.